How about that thunder and lightning last night? We'll be looking forward to more of that in your forecast. Local News 8 at 5 starts now.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us.
Andrew's been complaining lately that we just leave him in the dark a lot of times.
All the time.
It's just there it is.
Now
I was
you
going to
know.
say it's just a representation of how I feel. There it is, Rexburg.
Hey!
The sun came
we
up
turned
pretty
the light
quick.
on,
Real fast.
Just
Yeah.
let there be light.
We were looking forward to just one of those remarkable sunrises this morning, and there it is. We're looking out. Now we can see that. Oh, no, we can't.
Oh no! Out with us on another pretty nice start out there this morning. The only difference, though, Andrew, is the winds are really kind of picking up a little bit from yesterday morning.
It's a nice start. The only difference is that it's not.
The only difference is that you can fly a kite today. We couldn't do that.
Yes,
for the last couple
exactly.
days. So
See?
I like
get into
that.
that storage, dig in, and find those kites. The durable ones, though, because it's
Or
gonna,
just your stained bed sheets, whatever it is.
that might work. That might work. As heavy as these winds will be, who knows what the limitations are and what you can fly once we start to see 30-mile-per-hour winds this afternoon. That's why we have this wind alert in place. The National Weather Service warning that over the Arco, Mud Lake deserts, down to McCammon, up to Blackfoot, we're seeing rain and very cold surface temperatures, so we're looking at freezing rain into that area. 33 degrees is your current temperature into Pocatello, which makes sense. That's why we're seeing that rain. We're above freezing in the air, at least. Your road temperature is measuring a bit cooler, way down into the 20s. And when you see those road temperatures down into the low 20s, that means that even on those treated roads, we could start to see some black ice. So a bit cooler for your start today, though we are walking right into spring. Today marks the spring equinox, or the vernal equinox, which of course just means spring in Latin. So your spring equinox today, thanks to the tilt of the Earth's rotation here as we rotate around the sun, we have seasons. We're right now smack dab in the middle between our winter solstice, which of course marks the shortest day of the year, and our summer solstice, which marks the start of summer. In the meantime, I have been consulting with more seasoned gardeners, and they've been giving some advice as to what we can do for now, and I followed their advice. This is the beginnings of my garden at home. We're going to be bringing these guys in at night to avoid that frost. I did pull up my first haul yesterday with a tree root. Up came these guys. At least getting out of bed isn't going to be hard today, unless you're getting out of bed towards this evening and afternoon. Then you're going to have a little bit difficult time. Things are really nice right now. It's still going to be really warm all the way through the day today, but we will watch for a bit of a shift in the weather pattern. Some storms are going to be rolling in by this evening. As of right now, skies are a little bit overcast. We're not used to that after a beautiful and sunny week last week. Here's another view over Teton Pass, where we did see a little skiff of snow. Not too serious. The road itself is looking nice and clear, but I just like the contrast between the snow on the trees in the foreground and then that green valley down below, where we are expecting a little bit of rain later on today. In fact, we could see some rain over the pass as things warm up by this afternoon. As of right now, skies are partially cloudy. It's been a little bit overcast into the Snake River Plain. Rexburg is seeing a current temperature of 44 degrees with just a 10-mile-per-hour breeze. Winds are stronger in Idaho Falls as well as Pocatello, and we'll watch for some escalated wind speeds by this afternoon. I expect sustained winds to be up around 20 miles per hour. A gust will occasionally breach 30 miles per hour, so watch for that possibility. Nothing too severe here, just a little bit of a nuisance. Looking for temperatures to rise towards mid-50s by noon or so, with partially cloudy conditions at that point. A few showers possible by noon as well, evolving eventually into a few thunderstorms by this afternoon. 40s Thursday and Friday before we see sunshine, and 50s once again by Saturday and Sunday. Now check out this video. Imagine a 30-foot tall wall of ice moving toward your house and breaking your windows while you're following stay-at-home orders. Oh, no. That's what some homeowners in Minnesota are dealing with. The phenomenon is known as an ice shove. It can happen when ice on a lake starts to thaw. If that ice gets pushed by strong winds, it can pile up. And once it forms those giant chunks, it makes it even easier for winds to push them more and more. There's not too much those homeowners can do about it either. The best they can hope for is for a little bit of a shift in those winds to blow the ice another direction. Here is Again, that live look at Rexburg, and the temperatures that we're enjoying as of right now are just sitting into the mid-50s, reading sunny on our sensor there at the airport. Watching for wind speeds now into the 20-mile-per-hour mark. Some of our gusts are reaching right up against 30 miles per hour, so that could kick up a little bit of dust. It's not quite advisory level like we saw a couple weeks ago, where the National Weather Service was issuing advisories and warnings concerning that strong wind. Your Viper radar has been pretty quiet into the Snake River Plain so far. We've seen showers into the mountains. We've been watching some ongoing activity actually right now over Teton Pass, and we have more on the way. These storms are going to be swinging right into our area. We will be looking at showers through the afternoon and a potential for some thunderstorm activity, though our thunderstorms are looking to be a little bit more tame as temperatures are dropping now below average. For this time of year at least. That's about where we'll stay throughout the next couple of days too, with highs just hovering around 60 degrees. Here's that low pressure system still hanging out right off the coast, swinging some storms in right along this jet stream. That's going to continue to be the pattern through tomorrow and Friday before we see a little bit of a clearing by Saturday. In the meantime, this is what your Vipercast is showing us. By 4 p.m., a lot more activity here into southeast Idaho, especially into the upper elevations, but don't rule out, like I was saying, a couple thunderstorms through the plain itself. We are looking at some stronger storms popping up along that southern border with Utah through the evening hours before things clear up overnight. And we'll see, again, a very similar pattern tomorrow as to what we saw yesterday, as to what we're seeing today, with calm conditions for the morning hours. I expect our winds to be even a little more tame by tomorrow as well, but thunderstorms do roll in by the evening hours. In fact, it's looking a little bit more of a heavier day for the Snake River Plain itself, with, again, ongoing activity for the upper elevations. That activity lasts all the way into your evening hours before it begins to push off eastward into Wyoming. Again, thunderstorms are a possibility, a probability even, as we head into your Thursday night and Friday night. Though again, Friday morning, things will seem calm, and then later in the day, storms pop up, and we'll watch for an active day there. Saturday is looking more like a sunny spot in the forecast. We'll see that in just a moment. As for right now, here are your highs for today, reaching low 60s into McCammon, Preston, and Malad, with mid-50s for Soda Springs and Montpelier. Jackson will top out at just 52 degrees today, and then watch out for a frost by tomorrow morning. We will try to keep temperatures above freezing into the upper Snake River Plain, where we'll see highs right around 60 degrees today for Rexburg, St. Anthony, and Dubois. Currently 46 degrees into Rexburg, 11-mile-per-hour breeze, really mild conditions to start out, but a few showers possible throughout the course of the day. It is not Cinco de Mayo. Don't look at that. 74 degrees is your high for today. We'll be looking
Nor
at
is it Mother's Day
as we push through the rest of the week.
Have a great day. We'll see you at noon.